Disney recently announced a huge collection of changes to their upcoming theatrical release schedule, which includes major franchises like Marvel, Star Wars, and Avatar. The untitled Star Wars film, likely to be the new Jedi Order film following Daisy Ridley's Rey, has been pushed back from December 19th, 2025 to May 22nd, 2026, and another untitled Star Wars film, likely either from James Mangold or Dave Filoni, now has a release date of December 18th, 2026. The next Avatar film, which was previously scheduled for December 20th, 2024, has been delayed a year and will now premiere in theaters December 19th, 2025. Hence the reason for Star Wars being pushed back to May, rather than having it share the same opening weekend as Avatar. The fourth Avatar movie has been moved from December 18th, 2026 to December 21st, 2029, and the fifth and final of the main Avatar films has been moved from December 22nd, 2028 to December 19th, 2031. 2031 obviously feels like a long time away. It's 8 years, but I don't think it'll be too bad with the huge amounts of other films we'll be getting during that span. It was 13 years between the first two installments, so 3 years, 4 years, and 2 years between the rest of them doesn't seem that bad in comparison, especially if Cameron continues to level up and invent new technology to bring Pandora to life. I'd much rather get new and innovative stories that take a little longer than have the same movie rushed out 3 more times with a slight alteration in story. And for those die-hard fans of the franchise, the new open-world game will be coming out later this year to fill that void. And then before I get to the MCU, there are a few other movies from Disney that have been delayed as well. The untitled Alien Event movie now has a release date of August 16th, 2024, and the live-action Moana starring Dwayne Johnson now has a release date of June 27th, 2025, and The Amateur now has a release date of November 8th, 2024. I'll admit I didn't even know anything about the new Alien movie or The Amateur before this article from The Hollywood Reporter was released, and I don't have much of a reason to be excited for either of them. I've never seen any Alien movie, so I don't know too much about that. But the Moana live-action remake did catch my attention when it was announced. I'm not completely up to date on all of the Disney live-action remakes, but I'm sure I'll watch it once it comes to Disney+, or maybe I'll even surprise myself and see it in theaters. I enjoyed Moana when it came out, so as more coverage of the remake emerges, I may get more into it. And then Marvel. As always, Kevin Feige shocked the world when the next few phases of MCU stories were announced a while back, but now many of those release dates have been moved around. Blade, which has had multiple problems behind the scenes with writers and directors, has been delayed from September 6th, 2024 to February 14th, 2025. Definitely not the first thing you think of when you think of Valentine's Day activities, but I'm sure opening weekend will still be solid. The next Captain America film, which now appears to be titled Brave New World, rather than New World Order, has been delayed from May 3rd, 2024 to July 26th, 2024. Only a few months, so not too bad. Like many of these delays, it may just be a result of the various strikes going on in Hollywood, or it may be to keep certain MCU projects in a specific order, so the story makes sense. And with that movie now in July, Thunderbolts, originally scheduled to premiere July 26, 2024, has been pushed back to December 20th, 2025, where the next Avatar film was supposed to be. The one good thing to take out of all of this is that the third, untitled as of yet Deadpool film has been moved up from November 8th, 2024 to May 3rd, 2024. So basically the order of these 3 movies was just swapped with each other. Maybe Deadpool is moving along smoother than expected, or the other 2 are having some problems, but personally none of that bums me out too much. The MCU's version of the Fantastic Four, originally slated for February 14th, 2025, has been moved to May 2nd, 2025. So Blade has taken over that slot and pushed Fantastic Four back a few months. Avengers: The Kang Dynasty has been delayed from May 2nd, 2025 to May 1st, 2026, 3 weeks before the new Star Wars film. And then the Avengers: Secret Wars, which was originally scheduled for May 1st, 2026, has been moved to May 7th, 2027. A lot of changes, and I'm sure there will be more in the future, but it is always good to stay up to date on release dates. So basically, if you comprehended all of those changes, we'll still be getting a movie on roughly the same opening weekend. The film coming out will just be a little different. Instead of an Avatar movie, it may be a Marvel movie. Instead of a Star Wars movie, it may be an Avatar. Or instead of Marvel, it may just be a different Marvel movie because there are so many of those movies around these days. Of course, it can be disappointing when we see the news like this, but at the end of the day, it's always done with the goal of making a better project to put in theaters. And while the one film you were looking forward to may not be coming out for another month or another year, there are always plenty of other stories to take in the meantime. Comment down below which of these movies you're looking forward to most, and if any of these delays concern you at all. Remember to like the video, and subscribe for more movie content, and follow me on my various platforms listed in the description. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.